Thank you very much to our colleague Sarah Jamil on the wonderful report about Coast Guards. And from Coast Guards, we know that all of those things and vehicles really need something. So since its establishment in 1960, KNPC undertook the constructions, operation and maintenance of filling station inside Kuwait. Local marketing department was created in 1961 to do this job. Consequently, the title of filling stations was transferred from Kuwait Oil Company KOC to Kuwait National Petrol Company KNPC. KNPC has drawn an ambitious plan to construct 100 new filling stations in Kuwait. And to know more about that, how about we welcome here in the studio Engineer Jاسم, الخضيري team leader at depots, to talk all about the filling stations. How much petrol do you put in your car?
Well, you know, before I said how much petrol I put in my car, I'm so glad because I am an ex-KNPC since 1970. So I met with my beautiful, you know, gentleman here, and he reminded me by old days, 50 years ago. Anyhow, how much you put and how much the petrol cost and how much the cost of each barrel, it's a lot of a question. But let us go a little bit with our, you know, guest today and tell him how many petrol filling stations are currently operating really in Kuwait, and what is the daily average sales, my dear. We know that we're not going to talk about financially too much, you know, but it is very important to tell the people about this, you know, a question. Go ahead.
First of all, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm very pleased to be here today. The total number of stations across Kuwait are 148 stations. 63 stations is the under ownership of KNPC.
Yes.
The other 42 and 43 stations belongs to the other two privatized companies.
Okay.
Which is Sur and Al-Ula.
Yes.
The total daily average sales in KNPC gas stations as well as the other two privatized stations is approximately 13 million liters.
Wow.
30 million.
Yes. With 12 million liters of gasoline, 980,000 liters of diesel, and 20,000 liters of kerosene.
Well, that's a lot, really. That
Yes,
means
it
it
is.
serves how many cars around?
There are approximately, if we convert these numbers or figures into number of vehicles that are actually fueling in the stations in the state of Kuwait, they were round off approximately 270,000 vehicles per day.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yes.
That is a big number.
Well,
of
that's the reason
vehicles.
we have a lot of crowds, you
Yes,
know, around the
indeed.
streets.
Yes.
Well, Engineer, we know that a lot have been, we just said in the beginning that 100 stations, filling stations for the KNPC. So where are they going to be really positioned?
Due to the continuous growth in population as well as the expansion, especially in the newly residential areas across Kuwait, KNPC has set an ambitious plan to build more than 100 filling stations in the coming years.
Okay.
So far, we have completed 17 stations from the set plan, and most of these stations are located in the newly developed residential areas like Sabah Al-Ahmed City, we have Jabal Al-Ahmed City area, as well as Saad Abdullah City area.
Well, we can see the colors as well and the
Wow.
new shape of it. We really like the blues, and it resembles, I think, the Kuwaiti, isn't it?
Yes.
I think, Amal, we should stay in the gas station and don't go home.
It is, you see, it is really marvelous. The architecture of these stations are unique, isn't it?
Yes. Before going to the next question, we have also a future plan. We are working currently hand in hand with the government concerned entities
Okay.
to obtain further land approvals to achieve our plan, which is basically build more than 100 stations.
Wow.
And hopefully by the next coming October, there'll be a station commissioned in Sabah Al-Ahmed City. And there'll be also stations located in West Abdullah Mbarak. We have also Abdullah Mbarak area. And in the north of Kuwait, we have Al-Matla' area. We have also Sabah Ahmed Seaside,
Yes.
as well as Al Khairan residential area.
Well, I think
those are really
yeah.
marvelous.
Yeah,
The
they
new
are-
area, isn't it?
But
Yes.
but how about the old ones? Are you going to renovate it
Yes, exactly.
to a new shape and system like the new ones, Jاسem?
Yes, hopefully by the next coming years, we will renew the existing stations to be the same as we saw just a few minutes back.
Yes.
The nice, distinctive modern design,
Yes.
which is designed to the latest international standard and codes.
How about gas station, the new ones, and the environment? Always they are fighting, together against each other. This is the fuel, make contamination, and there is, the environment will stop this contamination. How we can react each together?
We have actually used the concept of using the alternative and renewable energy by furnishing all the new KNPC stations with solar panels.
Excellent.
That will reduce the electricity by 13%, and this, of course, will have a positive impact on the environment. In addition, in order to reduce the hydrocarbon emissions, which is harmful to the human health as well as the environment, we have continued to use the practice of fixing vapor recovery units, which are responsible for collecting the vapors during the fueling process in the tank vehicle, as well as during the unloading of fuel products from the road tanker to the underground storage tanks. Also, the drainage system or in the petrol filling stations are designed to collect any potential spills, minor spills,
Yes.
into underground storage tanks. We have also continued the practice of equipping the stations with oil spill kits. That is basically that contains absorbents as well as pads and cleaning accessories in case to control in case if there is any also potential
So there is
spills.
dissolvent
Yes.
going to be added for this as an extra things.
Indeed.
And I think
yes,
this
I
is
think
very
there is a more important question to each and every one of us, especially us consumers. What is the payment method KNPC is really applying to those new stations?
يعني Jاسem, I will tell you one thing. يعني should we, fill and pay tomorrow like the new system or what?
Other than the KNET and the cash method that is provided in KNPC stations, back in 2018 we launched an electronic method of payment, which is basically that offers three different payment methods.
Excellent.
Of course, after you transfer your funds into your application, it can be either downloaded into the application or it can be also accessed to the website. The application offers three different payment methods. The first payment method is by selecting the station nearest to you, and the dispenser and the amount that you want to fuel your car with.
Okay.
Ahead.
Yes.
And ahead of time. This is really nice.
And at the station, you can do the payment.
Well, that's right. This is number one.
This is number one. And I'll talk first about the individual customers,
Yes.
and then we will talk about the ministries and corporate companies.
Okay.
So second method of payment is using your civil ID. And you can also include your family members as well.
Okay.
And of course, you need to also fund your civil ID. You can set a limit to the payments in order to control your expenses as well, and your family members. And they can do the payment using the civil ID.
And for the ministries?
For the civil ID, first of all, the system will only accept the civil ID that contains a chip.
Okay. The new one.
Okay. The third method of individual payment for the individual customers is using the e-voucher.
Okay.
Which is a good feature in case you forgot your wallet. Your family member has forgot their wallet and they don't have cash with them. You can simply send an e-voucher to them, which contains an e-pin and a security code that can be provided to the station.
Well,
and you can
I think this is
That's
really great.
It is.
I like really this new
This is
thing.
budgeting. This is
budgeting
the
and the new
budgeting for the
things,
family.
really.
Yes.
We should really have a long time with you, Jaasim, but we are running out of time. So we are so grateful for you and glad to have you as a guest in our episode today. We're going to meet you again.
Hopefully,
after
yes.
building some little stations. We're going to invite you again to talk about what the segments of contributing these things.
Yes, indeed. And we really like that the vouchers and the e-net as well as the budgeting for the customers and the individuals. So, dear viewers, I think KNPC had done us really proud.
Thank you
very much to our guest today, Jaasim Al-Khadiri, team leader, depot in KNPC, and I know the doctor is really eager to say something.
Well, I want to say thank you first of all, and secondly, we are so glad as a Kuwaiti to do that. Third, good luck for what your mission, and inshallah, dear viewers, everything for Kuwait, making it so high and big and nice, we are so proud of it. Now, we have to move from Jaasim to another little segments of Little Flash, and we come back for our segments of Sunshine. Bye-bye.